We're in for some wet weather again this week. Check those windshield wipers, check those Netflix accounts, and get ready to use them both. Northwest Florida is in for some rain. This video was actually shot last week when we had some pretty heavy downpours that caused some flooding issues across Pensacola, across Escambia County. So how will this week be different? That's something we're going to have to talk to Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals about. Alan, a lot of rain so far in August.
Yeah, it's been a very wet pattern with not a lot of rain every day, but it's been a bunch of days where it's been raining. Now, here's the big deal. This week, it's going to be a bunch of wet days with a lot of rain each day. Look at the radar, and even though in the last couple of hours we've seen the wet weather sort of fizzle apart across the panhandle, still thunderstorms offshore, thunderstorms in Mississippi, and thunderstorms south of Panama City. On the bigger picture, you get some kind of clue of what's happening. It's a region of low pressure right over north central Florida sitting in place. The rain is literally spiraling around it counterclockwise, and that low is going to drift a little bit farther to the west, meaning the pattern we have, we're going to stick with it probably into the weekend. Now, so far today at Pensacola's airport, 1/10 of an inch of rain, but look between McDavid and Molino, 3 inches of rain. Compare that to Munson, less than 1/2 inch of rain. And this is going to be the big issue with projecting where the rain is going to fall. Much of the area, less than 1/2 inch, but look offshore. Over 1/2 foot of rain has already fallen in the Gulf of Mexico, and the pattern in the near future will be for heavier rain along the beaches. Now, it's hard to notice right now, but this is Orange Beach. In the distance, every once in a while, you will see a flash of lightning from those thunderstorms that have moved south of Mobile Bay. 80 degrees, calm wind, still another sticky night, and here's the projection moving forward in time. Now, this goes all the way into Saturday, and the main message is north of Highway 84 in southern Alabama, 2 to 3 to 4 inches of rain, no big deal. But notice closer to the coastline, anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10 inches of rain. The one positive is this is going to be over the course of about 5 days, so it's not all going to fall at once. Nonetheless, have a plan. If you live in a neighborhood where it floods frequently, you need to keep up with this forecast. I'll talk more about the rest of the numbers coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Alan. The rain really putting a damper on things, and the threat of flooding had officials at Gulf Island's National Seashore shutting down park areas today. The campers were rolling out this afternoon when we stopped by, officials issuing a mandatory evacuations of the Fort Pickens campgrounds. It's a pretty routine thing when there's a threat of intense rain and possible flooding.
We have driven through 4 or 5 inches of water all week to get back there. So this was just a safety precaution that they have to do, and we knew, they warned us as we came in, that it might happen.
Now, campers at the primitive camping areas at Perdido Key, they are also being evacuated.